Hey guys, so I have the HP 15D045NR laptop here, and I've used this for about over a week now, and I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what this tablet is really about. And hold on a sec, let me get my recliner up. It's much better. So yeah, this laptop, out of the first impressions, I gotta say, I was pretty disappointed with the weight, because it weighs over 6 pounds, and so that makes it uncomfortable at times holding onto this with one hand and trying to get to different places. But at the same time, you know, I gotta say it is pretty bad. But with the design over here, it's pretty nice. It has three USBs in total. There's the CD, whatever you call it. The Ethernet, the HDMI port right here, and then this must be the USB 3.0 on this side, I'm assuming. But there is one, that's for sure, might be on the right side or left. And then the headphone jack is right there, as well as a charging station back here. So now, I have more, I'll be honest, I'll just say this first. I have more negative things to say about this tablet or laptop rather than positive things. So, the first thing is the startup time. It takes over, you guys like my shirt? Yeah, it takes over an hour. No, an hour, no. It takes about a minute to turn on. Oh, that was pretty fast. And so if I type usually it takes over a minute or so around that time, because maybe it has a lot of bloatware installed, and that's Windows 8.1. It's got a lot of bloatware, and that's my problem with Windows 8. And I really don't want to make this review mainly about the Windows 8 itself, because there are lots of things I mean, how should I put this? There's a lot of criticism about Windows 8, and really, I can understand why people are disliking this so much, but it's really interesting to use. So with that being said, by the way, did I mention that this is a touchscreen? The screen is touchscreen, and it's pretty responsive. You know, you can do multi gestures as well, so it's pretty nice. And now let me get a little rundown on the specs on here. It's let's go to the desktop. It's an Intel i3 with 2.4 gigahertz processor with 4 gigs of RAM. I think this is dual core. I'll have it in the description to make sure all the specs. This is 15.6 inch laptop here. 15.6 inches, and it's 1366 by 768. Which isn't really bad, but they could have done better. Well, regardless, it looks like a standard resolution for a laptop. Nothing too sharp, but yeah. Now the other problem with the screen now is that one bad thing is the side viewing angles. The side viewing angles tend to be a little bad once you get here, which is kind of a stretch if you're looking through it this way. I mean, who looks at their laptop this way anyways? But yeah, the side viewing angles are a little, they're not too good, but they're not that bad either. The camera right now is showing the screen kind of dark. In reality, it's not. I don't know why the camera is doing that. It's trying to focus in on something, I'm assuming. Maybe it could be my shirt. But anyways, the side viewing angles are kind of important, because if you're watching a movie with a group of friends, you know, if someone's sitting next to you and if they're looking through this way it might be a little bad. Well, this isn't too bad, but if there's like another guy there, now that's going to be kind of bad. And what's weird is that the camera is picking up a better... Yeah, it looks better on camera, and it doesn't look bad in real life, but... Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, and one nice thing about the screen is that it has an anti-glare screen, meaning that you can be in the sunlight and you can still see your screen. Let me see if I can show you an example, kind of. There's a little bit of sunlight down here, so let me see if I can get my laptop down there. I don't feel like going out because it's too much work. Alright, so the sun's reflecting on this now. Let me double check to make sure. Yeah, pretty. It's reflecting on there pretty well, and on the camera it shows that you can still read it. You can still see the screen, and in real life it's a lot better, trust me. But yeah, that's what it is. Oh, this is so heavy. But yeah, that's that. So on to other things such as gaming. I haven't really played too many games on here, except the ones that they had pre-installed, or I like to call them bloatware. And I've tried Bejeweled Blitz. I've downloaded a game called Combat Arms. It's a first-person shooter game, and really there's not really much lag at all. It was working smoothly, just like I'd expect it to be. And speaking of pre-installed apps, there are so many here on Windows 8. It's not even funny. Look at all this stuff. Like, Games app, you have to download this game separately. And then, Box, what the hell is Box, you know? Like, what is this thing? But we're not going to look into that right now. But overall, I feel like I'm forgetting some things right here. But overall, I feel like this is a laptop worth buying. The only problems are the bloatware and then the weight itself of this and the side viewing angles, which if it gets bad here. But other than that, it's all right. I mean, if I were to buy this with my own money, I would. Even though it doesn't have the latest and greatest specs. For the price range, which was, I think it was $400, $400 to $500, I would say it's pretty nice. And speaking of bloatware, thankfully on this, you can delete whatever you want. It's not like an Android phone where, like Samsung for example, not the Google Play edition, but let's say you have a Samsung Galaxy S4, you'll have all those S Health apps and stuff, and you can't delete those unless if you root it. Well, you can just delete these however you want, and if you want to, of course, and it's pretty nice. You know, I would say, yeah, overall I'd say I'd give this laptop a 3.7 out of 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.